25 years ago, I got married. I was 21. I was a very Christian girl, expected to marry the pastor's son. Although we had spent 7 years together getting to know each other, we didn't know each other. The problem started with, I think, since the beginning, with that difference. He was to be respected, and the man, whatever the man said, the man, it goes. And in my family, the girls were taught to think for yourself, and he didn't like that. I separated 1 year after. I stayed married for 2 years, and I wasn't sure myself. I wasn't sure if it was my fault or not being mature enough to be in a marriage. It is hard. It's something you just don't. You're just confused when you're going through it. You start blaming yourself. So you start analyzing and saying, okay, if I change this, if I do things differently, if I ignore this behavior, then you start making excuses for him. Okay, maybe he was tired. He came back from work too tired, stressed out. You start making up stuff just to understand the situation you're in. And then you start thinking about consequences. If I leave, this is what's going to happen. Where am I going to go? Financially, it's going to be hard. And when I told his father, if he hits me one more time, I was going to leave, his response was, if you leave, you lose all your rights if you leave. The best thing I did, all those thoughts about what to do next, what am I gonna do? I don't know this, I don't know that, financial aid, I don't have money. What's the family gonna say? What's the church gonna say? That didn't matter anymore. I said, if I would have stayed, I would have ended up in jail. That would have been worse. There is light at the end of the tunnel. You just have to keep walking forward. Don't let your thoughts get you down. Because when you're in that situation, you're not going to think straight. You're always going to think negative, that it's your fault, that you cannot get out of it. But you can. It's going to be hard at the beginning, but not as hard as if you stay in a bad situation. There's so many opportunities now. They can talk to a counselor. They can even talk to a nurse. If anybody walks into a clinic for anything, and you can tell a nurse what the situation you're going through, they will very discreetly get you in touch with people who can help you, counselors. There is a way.